Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a book haul. As you can see here, I've got quite a stack of books I got in the mail this week. So I figured I would show you what I got and tell you a little bit about them. So here we go! First up, I'm going to have to show you an awesome package I was so excited to receive from Macmillan this week. And if you can't tell, it's a Renegade box. You open it up and we have a gorgeous copy of Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Look how thick it is. It's a lot thicker than I was planning on it being, but super excited about this one. It sounds super good. It's basically the Renegades are humans with extraordinary talents, and they saved all of mankind basically by overthrowing the evil villains. But the main character of the book has something against the Renegades, and she is out for vengeance. So she has allied herself with one of the thwarted villains. But on her journey to revenge, she of course meets a renegade boy who wants justice, and I'm sure there's going to be some sort of romance there, and she has to decide if she wants justice or revenge. So very excited to read this one. Macmillan has this really fun quiz you can take to find out if you're an anarchist or a renegade, and they also tell you what your special power is. So I took the quiz, and I'm an anarchist, which kind of fits me because I love villains, and my special power was fire. So if you want to join the Renegades, type in that saying and it should pop up and you can take the quiz for yourself. And make sure that you check out Renegades, coming out November 6th. So thank you to Macmillan. Super fun package. So the rest of these books were just books I got in the mail from either publishers, or I got a few from trading and a few for Storygram Tours, which is a bookstagram tour company I run on Instagram. So first up is a gorgeous finished copy of Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie. Not even going to try to pronounce her last name. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so you're probably going to find that in a lot of my videos. I'm not even going to try. But this is the sequel to, oh, right there it is, Stalking Jack the Ripper, which is a gothic mystery set in London, and of course it featured Jack the Ripper. I read and loved this book last year. Loved it. So highly recommend it if you're a mystery fan and you like historical fiction. And of course this one takes place in Vlad the Impaler's castle. So in Dracula's castle, the main character, it's the same characters from this book, and they just come and it's their continued story. They go to medical school that is in basically Dracula's castle, and there's murders and all the good jazz, and there's a cute romance. And really, if you haven't tried these books yet, pick this one up ASAP. And this one comes out this week, I believe, so get a copy. They're gorgeous covers, they're just super fun. Can't recommend them enough. The next one I got was Buried Heart by Kate Elliott. This is the third and final book in the Court of Five series. I absolutely loved this book. It's a high fantasy, and it's kind of funny, but it reminds me a little bit of Ninja Warrior due to the fact that the characters run these obstacle courses, and they do these races basically for fame and fortune, and the main character decides that she wants to join the races against her parents' wishes. And it's such a fun story. It was really good, super fast paced. I really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see how it ends. This one actually came out, I believe, in August, so I couldn't find the second book in the series. I have it somewhere in my shelves, but if you like high fantasy and YA books with adventure, romance, all that good stuff, pick this series up. Next, we have Blackbird of the Gallows by Meg Cassel. I'm not gonna lie, this was purely a cover love buy. I just think this cover is so gorgeous. I love it. And because I'm a bookstagrammer, beautiful covers just catch my eye and I buy them even though I don't always need them. Anyway, but it actually sounds really, really good. It's basically about a girl who lives in a mysterious town where the quarterback has everybody entranced but her. She knows there's something different about him, and it ends up being he's not totally human, and I'm pretty sure she falls in love with him, and he's the harbinger of death. So paranormal romance, if that's kind of your thing. You know, it's been a really long time since I've read paranormal romance because it just kind of went out of fad for a while there, and I kind of miss it. So really excited to give this one a shot. Caroline Little House Revisited by Sarah Miller. This is a story about a family that leaves Wisconsin and crosses the plains to Kansas to start a new life. It's one of those pioneer stories, and it just sounds beautiful and inspirational and heartbreaking and emotional. One of those things that is so gut-wrenching, but these type of stories are so inspirational to me and make me realize that how much I actually take for granted in my life. And it's just such a heartwarming type of story, and I'm super excited to give it a shot. And I really, really like the cover. I don't read a lot of books like this, but there have been a few, like These Are My Words. I can't remember the author, but that book was so impactful and amazing, and I just feel like this is one of those type of stories. And yeah, if that's your thing, you like historical fiction, pick this one up. This one was another surprise package from Macmillan, and it was a finished copy of Moxie and some super cute little swaggy stuff. There's like buttons and bookmarks and all that good jazz and stickers and stuff. I love swag packs. I don't know why, because I just usually end up putting them in a box, but I love them for pictures. And basically this one is all about girl power. It's a young girl that's tired of the high school football team doing no wrong, and she decides to form a club, and it's all about punk rock girls and girl power, and it's just one of those inspirational type of coming of age stories that just sounds super cute and hilarious and really fun. And I love just how they designed it. I think that this design of this one is just stunning. And yeah, and there's some pictures and stuff in it too. I just saw one. Oh, like look at that. I just think it's super cute, and what a great like aesthetics they did with this book. So yeah, pick this one up. Under the Pendulum Sun by Jeanette Ing is a fantasy story set in Arcadia, which is the legendary land of the magical fae. The main character's brother went on a mission there to teach the gospel to the Dark Continent, and he has not returned. So she decides to go after him to try and find him, and upon her arrival, she hears news that he is coming to meet her, but the entire fairy court is hot on his heels. It's supposed to be gothic and creepy, which if you look at that cover, I can totally see gothic and creepy, but seriously stunning, right? I love it. I love how the artisticness of it and how it captures the type of book it is. I'm so excited for this one. It's being published by Ingrid Robot, and I believe it's releasing at the end of September. I could be wrong on the date. I am running a Storygram tour for this one, so I believe that there will be a giveaway on my Instagram page, so make sure you check that out and pick this one up when you have a chance, because it's really cool looking, right? Here we have All About Mia by Lisa Williamson. This one is about a girl who can't ever seem to do anything right in her life. She doesn't really get great grades. She is always dating the wrong boys, doesn't get along with her parents, and of course she has the perfect older sister that everyone compares her to. And one day, the perfect older sister comes home with this huge announcement, and Mia thinks to herself, finally, I'm not going to be the one in trouble. But in all reality, she ends up spiraling even more out of control. It's one of those fun, quirky, coming-of-age stories where you really learn who you are and what you want to be in life, and not to care so much about what other people think. And it just sounds super fun and super cute, and this one is on sale now, so pick up a copy if you're interested. Next, I got a gorgeous finished copy of Fireblood by Ellie Blake and the paperback copy of Frostblood by Ellie Blake. I read and devoured Frostblood in a day. I absolutely loved this book. It's a high fantasy where the main character has the power to control fire, but she lives in a land where everybody else can control frost, and her kind is hunted and she has to hide who she is. Eventually she's obviously caught and joins a rebellion to overtake the Frost King. It's really, really good. If you haven't picked them up yet, I really enjoyed this one. Fireblood is obviously the sequel, and it continues Ruby's journey in this fantastic land, and I can't wait to get back into it because I loved the setting, I loved the characters, I loved the romance. Everything about this book was just a hit for me. So if you like YA fantasy, I would highly recommend these ones. The final books I got this week was copies of Shadowshaper and Shadow House Falls by Daniel Jose Older. This is the first book in the series, and then this is the sequel, obviously. This one is about a girl who loves to create art, obviously. I think that's, you can really tell from these covers that it's a very artistic type of story. And one summer she discovers shadow shaping, which is a ancestral magic that puts a spirit into art. This one was the first book, and I believe it was actually quite a big hit, quite the bestseller. I haven't read it yet, but it sounds really interesting, and I like the covers. They're very intriguing, and obviously this one is the sequel that just barely released this week. So if you're interested in these ones, make sure to pick up some copies because they're really pretty, and yeah, they sound really interesting. So what did you guys think of my haul? I had a pretty epic week. I'm really excited about a bunch of these. Let me know in the comments if you're excited about any of them, if you've read any of them, which ones I should read next, because that always seems to be a common problem for me, that I never know what to read next. But yeah, I guess that's not a bad problem to have, right? Because, you know, I always have enough books to read. I plan to probably do possibly weekly hauls. It depends on what I get each week, but I think it'd be fun to show you guys each week because I generally get a lot of books each week, and to show you what's coming and what's new. So keep your eye out for my next haul, and thanks for watching.